So it's Friday. On my way into work as usual. So yesterday beat me. I have not been home as often as I should be. I'm trying to get the right, whatever. And I've been trying to make up for it. And yesterday I was like, man, I'm going to get off work on time. I'm going to get home so I can spend the day, the rest of the day with my kids. And didn't happen. I did get off work relatively on time. But the toilet downstairs in the downstairs bathroom decided to leak and then decided to start spraying. I'm very thankful. I have a neighbor that was able to come over and help Julie shut the water off, the main water off till I got home so I could fix it. But yeah, that took me the rest of my evening. I got home at like 6:30 and wound up spending the next hour and a half, 2 hours fixing the toilet. I had to go get all the internals and switch them out and everything else, and it sucked, and I didn't get to spend any time with them. It really blows because it's stuff like this that makes me feel like I'm not living up to the responsibilities of being their dad. You do and you do and you do and you do and you do so much to try to provide for and take care of that, like, that extra piece of being there sometimes slips out, and that's what this week has felt like for me. The past couple weeks, to be honest, has felt that way. It's felt like I've been slipping through the woodwork of getting things done. Because every time I have plans to take, to take that initiative and to spend time with them, something happens. And, happenstance things like the toilet leaking, like that happens. That's life, right? Life causes crazy, rambunctious things to take place that aren't planned for. But man, those happenstance things, when they do happen, they shouldn't make or break your week. And if it does, then that means you need to reevaluate the way you're doing things. And that's where I'm at now. Like, I have to reevaluate how I'm operating, how I'm doing things. What can I change? How can I change it? Because the truth of the matter is, like, that the toilet leaking and stuff, it's whatever. But it shouldn't have made or broke my week. Like, it should not have been. I should not be relying on one specific day to get in the time that I should be spending with my kids. So I definitely am going to have to reevaluate. Like, I thought about this week, like, really hard. Like, I'm like, I got to reevaluate how I'm going to train. I got to reevaluate a lot of things, because in my mind, I'm failing in these little categories. And I mean, ultimately, like, the biggest category I'm failing in is being there for them. And, it doesn't make me a horrible dad that I've failed past couple weeks. What would make me a horrible dad is not fixing it. So I've got to fix it. I've got to I've got to come up with something. I've got to figure this out, and I got to fix it. So that's what I intend to do. I called this series of videos, back to basics, and I can't think of a better basic thing than being a dad, because honestly, that's the root of who I am. That's if you stripped away my job, if you stripped away everything, and you got to my core would be compiled of Jesus and family, man. Like, that's me. That's who I am at the core. Those are the roots that keep me alive. So this week was definitely a letdown. I've got to figure this out. What's up, guys? It's Monday. It's Monday! Pretty pumped, man. I'm super excited about today. Getting back into work. Man, I don't know, though, if I'm going to get to see the whole day out. This baby. Anytime. Anyway. So today I got some stuff I got to get done. Pretty excited. I got my meal prep in last night. I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm starting to really enjoy cooking again. I know I said that in a video in the past, but like I'm really getting into it. It's nice to be able to cook. Like, and the thing of it is, like, if I cook for my family, it's normally some giant meal that I've got to make. So it's nice, like, just doing meal prep for myself, because I get to do like little things that wouldn't matter to my kids, obviously, because they're kids. They're not gonna give a crap if I put the lemon slice on top, or the lime, or the cilantro, or any of the accoutrement to make it look good. So I don't know. The sun's slowly coming up. You can tell my face is actually starting to light up. It's a beautiful day, though. Like, really beautiful day. It's only 65 out though, so I don't know how warm it's supposed to get. But anyway, I'm super pumped though. Today I got some business to attend to after work. So I've made the decision. I've sat down and I've talked to Julie about it, and I think I've made the decision, right? So last week did not go the way I wanted it to go at all. So this week I'm gonna do the thing that I'm not looking forward to doing, but needs to be done. I'm gonna transition all of my training and everything to early morning, and I'm gonna start moving my schedule around to put things in the early AM so I can be home more. It's a move I don't necessarily want to make, because who wants to lose out on sleep? Who wants to give up 2-3 hours of sleep to do these things? But if that's what's going to get me more time with my kids, then that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start doing training. I'm going to start moving all of the appointments I can and those things to the early AM. And it got dark again. And hopefully, man, that'll free up some time this week. I'm going to get another gym membership, which, now it's like, I'm going to get another gym membership to a 24/7 access gym, so I can go train at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, be back by the time everybody gets up for school and stuff, so I can see them off on the bus, and then get my merry self to work. So that's on the agenda today too. I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. I really feel like this is a good move. I feel like it's a really smart move. Truth of the matter is, I used to train stupid early in the morning all the time, and I got out of it because I got this new job, and the job that was new that is not so new anymore. But I got this job, and it was super simple for me to sleep in, because now, you know, on an average day, I'm not talking like a busy day, but on an average day, I don't got to be working till 9. So I got accustomed to chilling out in bed until, you know, 6:30 or so, when the kids got to go to the school bus, like when everybody else in the household has to get up. So now it's the opposite. Now I've got to get myself back into getting up early, you know, early in the AM to get in to the gym and get my workout in and those things. And that's what I'm going to do. And we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I'm out. So, it is Tuesday morning. Got back on the wind noise. Heading into work. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I got my membership taken care of yesterday. So, I got a 24-hour gym membership, so I can start doing my training in the morning. I told you, I'm making changes, man. Back to basics isn't no joke. Starting, it would be Thursday, I'll start my AM weight training sessions. Get back onto that in the early AMs, though. So my training schedule's not affecting my schedule with my family and the kids and stuff. I'll also be out of the way of my work schedule, so no matter what happens with my work schedule, it's not putting any kind of a precursor on my training. Like I said, I have to treat this a little differently than I did last year, a little bit differently than what I've done in the past, because this job is, the hours are so different, you know, compared to where I used to be. When I was at my other employer, you know, I worked 4 to 12:30. I got off generally either at 12:30, maybe 1. The latest, I think, was like 2. So I was getting home in the afternoon. I had plenty of time. This job is a little bit differently. I go in later, stay later. So I got to make adjustments. And that's the reason why I'm saying, man, back to basics. Hashtag back to basics. I know I'm throwing that out there like hard in all these videos, but it's a very, very real, very necessity type situation. Like, you need to reevaluate what you're doing and what your goals are, and then once you figure out, like, okay, well, this, and this isn't working, then you need to adjust it. You need to get to the basics of what you want to do before you can ever assume to go further. It's kind of like that. Before you can walk, you had to crawl, and before you could run, you had to walk. You have to have the fundamentals before you can do other things. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, I feel like I'm back at ground zero, and I've got to build myself back up there. And I'm okay with that. I love the work. You know, my fiance, she listens to Gary Vee a lot, and I'm not really like into him. That's like her thing. But one thing he said, and something she had me watch a while back, was your success is doing it, not the success part of it. So like, people are super anxious about getting to the part of success where they're successful, but they don't want to value the grind. And he talks about how you need to value the grind. Like, you need to rejoice and celebrate the process, not just the reward that you get out of the process. And I'm completely on board with that concept. It really is true that you should fall in love with the process, because the process is honestly like 95% of the journey. Only 5% of your journey is success. 95% of your journey is the process to get to that success, whatever that success looks like for you, whether it's physically, relationships, business, whatever. 95% of your journey is going to be the process. Only 5% is going to be the actual success part. So you really need to love the process, because you're going to live with the process. You're going to deal with the process day in, day out. The process is always going to be there, and it's never going to go away. So you got to love the process. And honestly, you should love the process. Like, I love lifting weights. I love being physical. I love it. And the reason why I love it is not just because it's good, healthy for me, it's good for me and everything else, but it helps me balance myself. It keeps me emotionally good. It centers me. It humbles me. I'm telling you, like, you never understand how humble you really are till you get underneath that bar and find yourself dealing with weight you did not assume you could lift, and you do. Or the opposite, you thought you could lift it and then you couldn't. Like, it's a very, very humbling, very, very real experience that you have with yourself. If you hit the gym with other people, that's great, but it's just a really humbling experience, at least to me. And that's why I value it. And I love the process, because I love seeing myself progress every single session. Like, all right, throw another 10 on it, throw another 20 on it, let's throw another 10 on it, throw another 20 on it. I did that last week. Let's do it. Let's see if I can get more reps. Let's see if I can add a little bit more weight. It's the progress that I love watching. Like, I love watching my progress, but you got to really fall in love with your process. I don't know. I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. I'll see you back on here on Thursday. I might get some video footage of me in the gym. I don't know, because like I said, I don't really like doing my vlog stuff when I work out, because it messes with my rest times and it screws with my sets. So I don't know, but we'll see. I'm out.